Hello guys, hope you are doing well. In today's lesson, we are going to take the significant figures. I split the lesson into two parts, round part and reading part. Please like, subscribe and share our video to encourage us for more videos. Let's start. Rounding is to write a number, rounded to a specific digit or figure. In significant figures, it depends on the case of the number that you are dealing with. In case 1, we have two sections, whole number, and the whole part section, which is the part that is before the decimal point, as you can see. In case 2, we have to deal with decimals with no leading zeros, means it is not 0 point something. In section 2 is to deal with leading zeros like 0.008. It is very important to understand all the cases so you get the lesson in a perfect way. Now, let me repeat all cases that we have. Case 1, whole part. Just do rounding and make the rest digits 0. In case 2, the whole part is the same as the previous case, but we cancel the decimal part. Case 2, we're going to provide a clear and accurate explanation later on. Now let's start with case 1, whole numbers. The way is to round, then make the rest digits 0. Too easy. Recall that in order rounding, we check the previous digit. 4 and less we round off means we don't add 1. 5 or more we add 1. So 4 or less is to round off. 5 or more is to round up. As example, correct the following as indicated in the brackets. Part A, 761, correct it to two significant figures, is the second significant figures. This digit is our aim, we do rounding at 6. Let's do rounding at 6. Before 6 I have 1. Means round off. So we don't add 1. The answer will be 760. In part B, the third significant figure is the first 5. Before it we have also 5, so we round up, we have to add 1 and make the rest digits 0. So remember, in whole numbers we make the rest digits 0. So the answer will be 92,600. Now, in part C, they want us to correct to first significant figure. So do rounding at 8. Before it we have 2, so round off, the answer will be 8,000. In part D, round to two significant figure, S, round at 6, before it we have 8, round up, the answer is 1700. We are done with the first section in case 1. Now we're going to move to section 2, which is the whole part. Whole part. In the whole part section, remember we cross the decimal part, we do rounding, then make the rest zeros in the whole part. Example, correct the following to the wanted figures. In part A, correct 621.72 to the second significant figure, so at 2 before it we have 1, so round off. Cross the decimal part. The answer is 620. In part B, correct to third significant figure, so do rounding at 7 before it we have 8, so round up and cancel the decimal part. The answer is 3,580. In part C the same, round off, the answer is 70. Part D the same, round off at 0, the answer is 800. Now, case 2. Decimals with no leading zeros, round then stop. Don't add zeros. Examples, round each to the wanted figure. Part A, correct to the second significant figure, means do rounding at 7 before it we have 8, so round up. The answer is 3.8. In part B is to correct to third significant figure, so at 3 before it we have 2, round off. The answer is 79.3. In part C, is to correct to third significant figure, so at the second 9 before it we have 1, so round off, the answer is 8.99. In part D, to the third significant figure, means at 1, round up, the answer will be 6.22. Now, part B, decimal with leading zeros, means like 0.008. Ignore all the leading zeros, start counting after first non-zero digit, then stop, don't add zeros. Like these examples, all are starting with zeros. As we agreed, we add zeros only in the whole number case. In part A, the first significant figure is the 8. Before it we have 2 means round off. Then stop, don't add zeros. So the answer is 0.009. In part B, round 0.00756. Correct to the first significant figure, which is 7, before it we have 5, so round up, means add 1. The answer is 0.008. Part C and D are here. Now, let's move on to section 2, reading significant figures. Also, we have two cases. Case 1, whole numbers, non-decimal. So the way here works only in whole numbers. To read, just count the digits and ignore all the ending zeros. Example, read how many significant figures are in each. In part A, count all except last zeros. So we have 6 and 3, it is 2 significant figures or 2SF. Part B the same, 2 significant figures. Part C is 1 significant figures. Part D is 2 significant figures and C is 3 significant figures. So we are done with the case of whole numbers. Now let's move on to the case of decimals. Case 2, decimal numbers. Ignore all the reading zeros and count all the digits after the leading zeros, including the ending zeros. We're gonna understand how do we apply them in these examples. Read how many significant figures are in each of the following numbers. Remember that we count all the ending zeros. In part A, we see clearly that we have 4 significant figures, 7, 6, 0, and 1. Part B, 2 significant figures. Part C, we have 3. Part D, also 3. Part E, 2. Part F, just 1. Part G, 2 significant figures. Part H, 1 only. Part 1, 3 figures because we count the last zero. Part J, 1. Part K, 6 because we count the ending zeros. Last one also 6. Thank you so much for paying attention. See you in the next video.